Been a while since I did a toy haul video. This is not all from 1 week, probably more like all from 1 month. Been a while since I've done a video. Thought I would give you an update on how the toy haul and the toy hunt has been going. So let's go over some of the things that I found recently. Some of this stuff I have mentioned in the last live stream that I did, but if you missed that, take a look at it now. I saw the WrestleMania 2020 in the bargain bin at Walmart for like $7.50, and I thought, you know, I've always kind of liked watching WWE, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. I haven't watched a bunch of it, but I've always enjoyed watching the Royal Rumbles on DVD and whatnot. So I realized that this was The Undertaker's last match. I was kind of excited to watch that, and I watched maybe about half of this. For me personally, I was completely underwhelmed. I kind of feel like I've watched just a little bit of WWE since the pandemic started, and they couldn't have people out in the crowd, and they did have some screens with people watching, but boy, I feel like, you know, this kind of wrestling is a spectator sport, and if you don't have spectators, it really suffers a lot. And so for me, I did not like watching this at all. So I threw it in a box and thought, you know what, it's a tribute to the worst WWE anything I ever watched, and the thing I was most disappointed in. So kind of a bummer, but maybe kind of something fun to collect. What are you gonna do with it? Throw it out? Speaking of WWE, I picked up a sealed copy of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. I have seen a few of these where the seller is asking $100+ for a sealed copy of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. I'm not for sure what it is about 2008 that commands a better price on eBay, but boy is it. I picked this one up from a seller over, I believe in England is where I picked it up, and you can see that it is a English front, but I believe that the back is in Italian. So I put it in a nice plastic case. I'm gonna put a little tag on the back of it, hanging on a pegboard within my collection when I finally get a new house and start putting my collectible room back together. If you saw the last toy haul video that I did, I picked up all 6 of the Funko Mini Moment Seinfeld apartment pieces, and I really haven't been much of a Funko Pop collector, but Funko released a bunch of Seinfeld stuff. So this was a Target exclusive, George visiting the holistic healer, and he's drinking his tea that turns him purple with the little pyramid frame over his head. But I don't know if I'm going to collect anymore. I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep this one. I like the idea of Funko Pop making things that have never been made before, collectible wise, but at the same time I always kind of felt like, you know, this isn't even like a fun toy. They're not even trying to market it as a fun toy. It's just something to collect. And although I collect things, I try and collect fun toys or things that meant something to me as a kid. And Funko Pops, like I said, I love the fact that they've got just a whole scat of stuff that has never been made before, like Seinfeld figures. But I don't know. I'm not sure if it's my thing or not. So I'm honestly thinking I might end up kicking this loose on Facebook Marketplace. Another Funko Pop from Seinfeld that I picked up is the Target exclusive, The Kramer, and it has a big portrait of Kramer, and it's even in the Funko styling. You can see Kramer standing in front of the big portrait behind him. This is in a plastic case. It's got that marking that it's Target exclusive, a much bigger collectible than your typical Funko Pop. Now this one here, even if I decide to clear the very few Funko Pops out of my inventory, I think I'll keep this because this just at a glance doesn't look like your typical Funko Pop, and it's kind of more than that with the portrait, the plastic case. So I liked that, but I probably will keep this one. I like collecting Seinfeld collectibles, and there really isn't a lot out there, so add that to the collection. Rounding out the Funko ordeal, I found these at GameStop, and I saw a large standard size variant of Lloyd, the Dumb and Dumb figure with the orange tuxedo, and I thought, if I could find Harry with him, I'd probably collect both of them. And then I saw these, the Pocket Pop keychains, and I actually kind of like these better than the actual standard size Funko Pops. They take up a little less space on the pegboard in the collection room, and they fill in a small oddball size. So if I have something that I need to fill in an odd space, this is a great option for something that can be short and wider. I can line up a whole row of them, or they could fill in a space that is narrow and as tall as I can collect as many of them as I want. So if I was going to start collecting any Funko Pops, they would probably be the Pocket Pops. I really like this size. So, and I was glad to find both Harry and Lloyd in their fun tuxedos. I found this on eBay, and I have seen this go for a wide variety of prices. I've seen it as low as $15 and as high as $50, sometimes more when there's not many of them on eBay at that specific moment. I picked this up for $25. I believe this is the third one that I've had. I purchased one, opened it up, and I sold it, and then I purchased another one and sold that one, and wanted to get another one for the collection. Picked this one up. I was really happy I was able to find it for $25, and this one is brand new in the package. Now on to some clearance finds. CM Retro Gaming tipped me off that Walmart was clearancing out their Micro Machines Series 1 and 2 3-packs. These were originally retailing at $5, like $4.97 or something like that, and they were clearanced down to $3. CM Retro Gaming said that he found them for $2 at one Walmart, but I have been to several Walmarts and have yet to find any of them priced down at $2. But I did pick up a handful of these. I got the Ultimate Exotics set, picked up the Micro Police Chase set, picked up the Stunt Pack, and then I found one from Series 1, the Team set. In other clearance finds, I found this at Walmart, and it was on clearance from $19.95 to $14. And I don't know that this one is going to fetch a price quite like a themed set will, but I do like the Lego City, and I don't have a bunch of Lego in my collection, so I thought, pick that up, and it'll display nice pretty well in the collection room. Picked up a couple Nerf items. I feel like I'm pretty well covered with Nerf, and I'm probably not looking for a bunch more, but when I see them at a good price, especially if it's something that looks cool to me, especially if it's something that looks cool to me new in the package and will display well, then I'm probably more interested in it. But this was originally $25, and I picked it up for, I think, $18. And I love the idea of the Nerf Ultra line, but it seems like it was kind of a failure, and I anticipate that there's not going to be a bunch of these out there. I think that people are going to just throw them out when they realize that it didn't quite work like they wanted to, and the ammunition is proprietary. Nobody's making aftermarket Ultra bullets that I'm aware of, and I think that because they don't share the common Nerf ammunition, I think that it's not going to be something you're going to see a bunch of on the secondary market. and I doubt there's many people out there that collect Nerf new in the package. So I think that this is going to be something that's going to be fun to have in a collection, brand new in the package. 10 years from now, if somebody was like, oh man, I was super hyped about the Ultra series, that's cool that there is one here new in the package. I have the Ultra 1 and now the Ultra 2. That's probably all I'm going to collect, but I always thought that this was a pretty cool looking pistol. I picked up the Nerf Mega Moto Strike, and this one here was a great find. I found it at Meijer. It was originally, I think it was originally $40 when it was brand new retail, and it got clearance down to $34 at Walmart, and I found it at Meijer for $24. I was pretty stoked to find it at that price. So again, with this not firing the standard sized Nerf dart, I think that this 10, 15, 20 years from now is going to be kind of fun to find new in the package and see it in somebody's collection, because I think that, I mean, like those Nerf discs, they don't make those anymore, and you don't see them a bunch in garage sales on the secondary market. If somebody had new ones in the package in a collection, I think that that would be really neat, because it's something that just kind of died out, and I kind of expect that both the Nerf Ultra and the Nerf Mega Darts are eventually going to die out, and they're not going to be something that you're going to commonly see. And this will be a good example of how wide Nerf cast their net trying to find a superior foam ammunition. With all of the excitement on the Cara Dune front with the Star Wars TV series The Mandalorian, this was something that they took off shelves for a while. They said they were going to discontinue it. I believe it originally retailed at $50. I picked one up for $40. I think that it's going to be a great display piece, and there was some hype and buzz around it there for a while. I don't know that it's super difficult to find, and I don't think that you're finding it for much cheaper than $40. I think that this is going to be a set that probably will increase in value at some point, but you know, we'll see. I think that it's kind of I always liked the ATST as a vehicle, and again, I think that this will display nice in the collection. So bringing us to the last two things in today's toy haul, I've got a couple Jada 1/24th scale Batmobiles. This one is the Justice League, the Batmobile and Batman from the movie The Justice League. And you know, I kind of prefer the earlier variant of this exact vehicle without the machine guns and the cannon on it, the more streamlined design. Like this looks like War Machine in the DC universe, and I kind of liked the more sleek trim variant of this, and I don't know if I've ever seen that variant in packaging like this with a Batman figure in the packaging, which I really like this. I really like the 1/24th scale with the character that comes with it, and I've got a bunch of them. At some point I'm going to make a video on my collection of these. They've had some really cool offerings. They've had a few duds in my opinion that I was just like, why in the world would anybody want to buy a car with Lucky the Leprechaun from the cereal box? Kind of an odd thing to me. I don't know, maybe somebody out there really dug it and was really excited to see it, but it wasn't for me. So, but I do collect the Batmobiles and like Back to the Future. They had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one. They had Shaggy and Scooby, so they've had quite a few that I really did like, and I'm excited to see what they'll offer in the future. But there's one more Batmobile that I can add to my collection, and here's another Batmobile that I can add to my collection, and this is from the video game Arkham Knight. I believe it was from a video game. I do like this Batmobile. There's a few out there that I don't really care for, but this one here actually is pretty cool. It's got kind of like that tank kind of feel to it, where it just seems like it could take a lot of abuse in a battle-like situation. But so yeah, that's another one to add to my collection. It's been a busy month. I haven't really uploaded a bunch. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna upload a bunch in the coming month. Still spent a lot of time hunting for a house and getting ready to go on vacation here in the next couple weeks. So I don't know if you're gonna see a bunch of stuff from me in the coming months, but CM Retro Gaming opened a new channel, The Toy Freaks. I'll post a link to that. Check it out, subscribe to him, and he can see a lot of success with that channel as well. That's all I've got for this video. Thanks for checking out my videos, and we'll catch you next time.